Makrubela. If you're new, welcome. And if you're returning, thank you so much for trusting me with your data. Please remember to like, subscribe, and click on the notification bell so that our family can grow. So today we're going to be talking about CIMA. What is CIMA? Can you do CIMA straight from high school? What are the salary expectations of a management accountant? And is it recognized in South Africa? Okay, so there are a couple of questions that I think the public would like to know, because those are the questions that I asked myself before I started on the CIMA journey. So I'm just gonna break them down. For you guys. Okay, so firstly, what is CIMA? CIMA is an accounting professional body, just like your SICA, your ACA, your SIPA. CIMA is an accounting body. Okay, so CIMA, can you get a qualification through CIMA? Yes, you can. So I would say that CIMA is both an institution and a qualification at the same time. Okay, or you can get a CIMA qualification through CIMA. Okay, I hope it makes sense. All right, and then if you obviously want to study through CIMA, I am assuming you want to be a CGMA, which is a Global Chartered Management Accountant. Okay, once you complete the course and you have the necessary experience, then you will be given the designation of a CGMA, just like chartered accountants, they get the CASA. Okay, in South Africa. In America, it's CPA, I think. Can you study to become a CGMA straight from high school? And the answer is yes. Just like you can study to become a doctor straight from high school, you can do the same with the CIMA qualification. A CIMA qualification, I think people look at it as they think it's a post-grad qualification, and not necessarily. To a certain extent, I can understand why they think so, but not necessarily. If you're straight out of high school and you want to obtain a CIMA qualification, they're going to start you with a CIMA certificate, which I think it's called a certificate in business accounting. Okay, so that certificate takes a year to complete. There's 4 modules. Okay, and then you are going to write the test on demand. What that means is when you are ready to write them, you book the test online and then you take the test. Okay, if you register for CIMA business certificate today and you feel like you can write next week, you can do that. I would not advise anybody to do that. Don't be in a hurry to complete your qualification because you want to finish capella. You will fail, and it costs a lot of money to write and book these exams and to register. Okay, so if you're from high school, they will start you from the certificate level. Once you're done, then you will do the actual qualification. It takes around about 3 years to complete. So they will, once you start the qualification, you will start with the operational level. Within the operational level, there are 4 modules, and you have to write a casework. Okay, so I would equate the casework to be a board exam. Okay, so you have 4 objective tests, which you can book on demand as well. You can write whenever you're ready to write them. So once you complete your casework or your board exam, for lack of a better word, then you're going to move to your management level. The same applies, 4 modules, your board exam or your casework, and then the 3rd level is your strategic and then your board exam. Once you complete it, you are required, in order to get the designation of a CGMA, you need to have 3 years working experience. So either you can do your articles, I know ABSA offers articles for CIMA, and or you can get the necessary experience. Okay, so what I mean by that is, I am in finance. Okay, so I have 3 years work experience in finance. So that means that if my job description aligns with the practical experience requirements set by CIMA in order to be signed off as a CGMA, my director or the head of director, whoever is supervising me, will need to sign plenty documents under oath that I am competent in that, and then you'll be able to be signed off as a CGMA without doing your articles. However, ABSA and Anglo, I know they do articles for people who are studying to become CGMAs. The catch with ABSA is that they require you to have a degree, they require you to have a postgrad degree. Okay, so can you get jobs in South Africa with just the CIMA qualification? And the answer is yes, you can. I'm going to put relevant job vacancies now that are looking for people who did CIMA. They just require your CIMA qualification, not a degree. I'm gonna put them somewhere here for you guys to see for yourself that I'm not lying to you guys. Okay, so this is for 2024. These are the companies that are looking for people who studied through CIMA and they have a CIMA qualification, even though you don't have the CGMA designation, because they just say a CIMA qualification. Okay, so maybe you can work at that specific company, get your 3 years and be signed off, because now you have the relevant work experience. Okay, so another thing is you can move from a university to study CIMA. What I mean by that, let's say you're doing your first year or your second year, and you know what, you're like, I actually want to do CIMA, I want to study through CIMA. So you can do it concurrently, or you can leave the other one, of which I would not advise anybody to do that, simply because it's better to hit one bird with two stones. Okay, so it's better to concurrently study together and then have two professional qualifications in the end. And you know how the job market is so saturated, you need to be different than to the next candidate. So don't. But anyway, you can. Suppose that you finished your degree, right, and now you want to study through CIMA as a postgrad. When you're coming in with your qualification, you're coming in with your bachelor's degree or your financial diploma, whatever, to study CIMA, you graduated, you will be credited, okay, for the work that you have done. So they will usually start you at the management level, which is 1 year. Then you will do your 4 modules, then your case study, and then thereafter you're going to do the strategic level, then the case study, and then you're done. Then after that, you've qualified to become a CGMA, of course, if you have the relevant work experience. But if you have two qualifications, then it's easy to get into that space of trying to get the relevant work experience. So I do hope this helps someone. Oh, also, for the people who don't believe that CIMA is accredited or is recognized in South Africa, SAICA and CIMA have an agreement. So you can get a double designation. What I mean by that, once you become a CGMA, you have the designation of a CGMA, right? And then suppose you want to become a chartered accountant now, you know, now you can. So SAICA and CIMA have that agreement that you can add to that designation. However, SAICA requires you to have a bachelor's degree. Okay, you need to have a bachelor's degree from a recognized university, and then you can be able to write their APC exam. Okay, so yeah, if you guys would like more information with regards to CIMA, their fees, how to apply, and how to get the study materials, please do let me know. And until next time, it is toodles.